Advisor Moatoshi Longkumer officially inaugurated the IV-LRC colony in Dimapur at the residence of colony chairman H. Kashiho Trishi. Major power cut hit Noklak town on the night of August 8 after a fire broke out on the Lang project line, likely due to a short circuit. Our students' conference is strongly against moving Dr. Rongsan, a junior surgeon from the Chest Disease and the TB Hospital in Mokokchung, without finding a replacement. Assam Rifles held a talk about the Quit India movement at Government High School in Kanjang, Miluri District, Nagaland. Hello viewers, you're watching English Primetime. This is Jumongla Pom, and now the news in details. On August 8, Assam Rifles held a talk about the Quit India movement at Government High School in Kanjang, Miluri District, Nagaland. The session taught students about the sacrifices made for India's freedom and encouraged patriotism among young people and the community. This is part of ongoing efforts to help the youth learn about India's history. On August 9, Advisor Moatoshi Longkumer officially inaugurated the IV-LRC colony in Dimapur at the residence of colony chairman H. Kashiho Trishi. He congratulated residents on the colony's recognition and urged them to keep the area clean, stop illegal activities, and work together for peace and development. He addressed concerns about electricity, suggesting prepaid meters for better service. He also promised action on 2 months to clear them. The event included speeches, prayers, and the official handover of the recognition order to the colony. A major power cut hit Noklak town on the night of August 8 after a fire broke out on the Lang project line, likely due to a short circuit. The fire badly damaged the town's main 1.6 MVA transformer at the local substation around 9:30 p.m., leaving the whole town in darkness. Officials from the power department said the transformer is completely damaged and can't be fixed. It may take several weeks to restore electricity because a new transformer must be brought in. Meanwhile, engineers are trying to find temporary solutions. Authorities have asked people to stay calm and patient while the work to restore power continues. The Our Students' Conference is strongly against moving Dr. Rongsan, a junior surgeon from the Chest Disease and TB hospitals in Mokokchung, without finding a replacement first. AKM leaders Onanpong and Sadamongba said this transfer will hurt important health services at a 50-bed hospital, which helps people from Mokokchung and nearby areas. They said the hospital must get a new doctor before Dr. Rongsan is moved, otherwise they will not accept the transfer. Nagaland's Education Department and the National Archives of India launched a week-long exhibition called Development of Education in Northeastern India at the Capital Convention Center, Kohima. Minister Temchen Imna Along inaugurated it, and it will run until Independence Day. The exhibition features rare documents, books, photos, and multimedia on the region's educational history. Along called it a historic event for Nagaland, praising early missionaries for starting modern education that helped Nagaland become the second most literate state in India. MLA Sulhoto Rutso described the exhibition as eye-opening and asked for a dedicated archives center in Nagaland. National Archives Director General Samar Nanda stressed that preserving culture is vital for the future. The exhibition shows how traditions, missionary work, colonial rule, and government efforts shaped education in the Northeast. On August 8, Assam Rifles, together with the Chagasang Women Welfare Society, organized a medical camp at Lozapupo village in Pek district. The goal was to provide important health services and teach people about medical care in remote areas where hospitals and clinics are not easy to reach. People from the village got health checkups, advice, information on how to prevent sickness. The camp helped show the importance of regular health care in rural communities. Deputy Commissioner Rosito Nguri announced that all traffic on Package 3 of the Futsero-Pek two-lane road between Losami and Pek village will be completely stopped starting August 9. The suspension is due to persistent landslides and falling rocks, making the road unsafe for commuters. Authorities are currently working on clearing and repairing the damaged stretch. The road will reopen only after it is declared safe for travel. In the meantime, commuters have been advised to use alternate routes via Futsero, Porba, Sakraba, Polami, Komi, Losami, Losatipe, Lanizo or 0 Point, Chetiba Town, Runguzu Nasa, Runguzu Tuwopiso, Suroba, Pek Town, Lanizo. Madukon Projects Limited, the construction company responsible for the road, has been directed to expedite clearance work to restore vehicular movement at the earliest. On August 9, the Rongmai Students' Union Dimapur held a program at Ziliangrongram Council Hall to honor students who passed HSLC and HSSLC exams. The event was led by Landrilong Gonmai, Secretary of RSUD. It started with a prayer by T.R. Matatpo and welcome speech by RSUD President Gachamlung Gonmai. Father Georgian Daniel Gangmai, Vice Principal of Don Bosco Higher Secondary School Dimapur, encouraged students to work hard and do their best. The program also had special performance by K.L. Pamai. RSUD thanked all supporters, donors and members who helped make the event successful. The closing ceremony of the 35th August Gold Cup, organized by Seong Club, was held on August 9 at the local ground in Tobu headquarters. The event was honored by MLA Nyamnai Konyak from Mocha, along with MLA K. Neiba Konyak, ex-minister Shekpong Konyak, ADC, SDO, and leaders from NGOs in Tobu and Mocha. In his speech, the guest urged young people in Tobu to join the tournament with enthusiasm. He said the trophy started 35 years ago to bring different villages in Tobu closer and unite a community for peace and development. Leaving behind past conflicts, the final match was played between Youngsters Club from Tobu village and Sham Si from Shamnu village. The Youngsters Club Tobu village won the trophy.
Future Pavana Purakan, Kishiman, Jamakurigana, Ido Inegado Noebo, Koigana. Bunyak Cham Chakaravi Ladishem, Tobu Pustibi Juli Jaishe, Korda Amar Nicholaga Maikibi Morishe. Moi Ekla Khalid. Moi Lagavi supporter night. If Hani be toast more Rala Laga supporter be night. Kinaka Hobo. Amahan Ekta Tuita Jamaguri, Inaga Taka. Inaga time 10. Amahan Logo Ija Moilaga Pai, Pungbiyong Wan, Moilaga Shadi, Tungo Makian, Aro Netiki Ho, Football Kilando Tian Tagasha Mangan Bini, Itu Chukura Ke, Poche, Mirigana, Chihulibi, Olap Goram Hobo Karni. Mano Chamakuribo Karni Area Khan Pachakhan Jamakurina Football Kiligina Start Kuribo Boigana Inega Montok Hulibi Chi Hulibi Sab Yati Town Lagabi Pusi Lagabi here and there scattered which I say. Chari na khor chari na chaise, town chari na chaise. Itu kinaga reunite together, catering together. Kinaga hobo koi gina itu policy ekta program ponai gina itu amahan siong club itu start kulise 1991 de 1990 de chakara pisi hoise pustibi tulise holbi 1991 ba itu meeting kuri gana start kulise taihan tai tujon especially tai tujon amahan lokan nai holbi khela tamde jama kura tamde tai tujon tomo makiang aro hongbi yongwan itu tuita lagar nam bauri bohi nalaki moi hotai siong kolap oile chuti amar tinjun bohadohi bhabana olai jai achi itu start kurina 35 years hoise ki to hoilebi 1991 de 92 de itaga hoi gena 93 ba solai jai gena 93 de ji holbi itu trobido olai bo koi gena bore gena ja itu moi program bonai bo bi na jane itu national cup sab ki ba kibi kini bo bi na jane idia amar logo honorable MLA ase amar chokara biyang ba tai.
The Western Yumking Hoho has praised the Assam and Nagaland governments for their joint eviction drive at Rajapukri and Jilajan. WYH said that these lands originally belonged to Naga villages Mugavi, Hukai, Tokishe and Nizido, but were taken over by illegal settlers in the late 1980s, which caused disputes. They claim the entire area now occupied illegally is under the control of these 4 Naga villages. WYH added that the local Naga people have faced many hardships to protect their land, but the border issue is still not solved. They welcome the eviction drive and urge the government to act quickly and help resolve the border conflict permanently. The Tribal Research Center of Nagaland University organized a webinar on August 9 to mark the International Day of the World's Indigenous Peoples. The event focused on the indigenous issue and identity, Peninsular India versus the Northeast. Dr. Walter Fernandez, a social scientist from Guwahati, spoke about how the meaning of being indigenous differs between Peninsular India and the Northeast. He explained that in Peninsular India, identity is linked to myths, sacred places, and the loss of land and resources during colonial times. In the Northeast, identity is based more on customary laws and autonomy. Dr. Fernandez also pointed out growing conflicts over land between tribes in the Northeast and said that indigenous communities face new challenges today. He urged indigenous people to work together with fairness and justice to solve these problems. More than 100 teachers, students, and researchers joined the webinar. After the talk, participants discussed important issues about indigenous identity and land rights. The session ended with thanks from Dr. Shrikant Yamsani of Nagaland University. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back, viewers. You are watching English Primetime. On Saturday, the East Guwahati police from Basista police station rescued a missing minor girl just hours after her mother reported her disappearance. The girl had gone missing from a local area in Guwahati. Police quickly followed leads and found her at a home in Hatigao. And officers said they treat every missing child case seriously and worked fast to ensure her safety. After rescuing her, the police completed all legal steps and safely returned her to her mother. The Guwahati Police Commissionerate shared the good news on social media, tagging Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma and Assam Police DGP to recognize the team's quick action. Child rights advocates praised the rescue and stressed the need for more public awareness about child safety. The Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act guides strict legal action against abuse or exploitation of minors. The Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee has raised serious concerns about possible vote manipulation in the state. Following a 6-month investigation into voter rolls in Mahadevapura, Bengaluru, the Congress team found over 1 lakh suspicious or incorrect entries out of 6.5 lakh voters, including duplicate registrations, fake addresses, overcrowded voter listings at single locations, missing photos, and misuse of Form 6 to 8 elderly voters multiple times. MPCC Secretary Manuel Batwar said this is not a political issue but a matter of protecting electoral integrity, warning that even a small number of fake entries could swing the results in closely contested districts like East and West Khasi Hills, Riboy, Jaintia Hills, and the Garo Hills. He stressed the importance of clean and accurate voter lists to ensure fair elections and public trust in the results. Three men suspected of running a long-standing drug racket were caught red-handed by residents of Balajan Part 2, Gauripur, Dhubri district on Sunday. The suspects, identified as Zakirul Haque from Lalkura and Safikul Haque and Abu Taleb Sheikh from Balajan Part 2, were trying to sell drugs at a house in the area when apprehended. The local community acted quickly to restrain the men and handed them over to Balajan police. Police recovered 2 mobile phones and 6 containers of suspected narcotics from the suspects. Residents said the trio had been involved in drug trade and other anti-social activities for years, spreading fear in the locality. Investigations are underway as police caution the suspects to trace the drug source and any links to a larger trafficking network. Congress leader Gaurav Gogoi has urged the Election Commission to clean up fraudulent entries in voter lists, questioning how over 1 lakh fake or duplicate votes were found in just one assembly seat if the EC already has access to digital data. His remarks follows Rahul Gandhi's serious allegations of a huge criminal fraud in the Mahadevapura constituency in Karnataka, where he claimed bogus votes were added using invalid addresses and misuse of Form 6, allegedly through collusion between the BJP and the EC. In response, the EC has asked Rahul Gandhi to either sign a declaration supporting his claims or apologize to the country for making what it calls fake accusations. Meanwhile, the Congress has launched a webpage where citizens can show support for Gandhi's demand for digital voter rolls and hold the EC accountable. On Sunday afternoon, an earthquake with a magnitude of 3.4 struck Churachandpur in Manipur, according to the National Center for Seismology. The quake occurred at 2:16 p.m. Indian Standard Time at a depth of 12 kilometers below the surface. Its exact location was at latitude 24.35 degree north and longitude 93.54 degree east, near Churachandpur town. Though a magnitude 3.4 earthquake is relatively small and usually causes little to no damage, such events are closely monitored by authorities to ensure public safety and keep people informed. In a late-night anti-smuggling operation on Saturday, the Assam Forest Protection Team seized a Tata D vehicle loaded with cell timber valued at around Rs 5 lakh. The operation was conducted under the direction of Division of Forest Officer Subodh Talukdar following a tip-off. The interception took place near the Assam-Meghalaya border after a high-speed chase that ended in Tangabari village. While local residents and police reached the scene soon after, the driver escaped in the darkness and is still at large. Officials highlighted the growing problem of illegal salt timber felling and smuggling in Assam and Meghalaya. The Forest Department has stepped up efforts to monitor border areas to prevent further deforestation. Union Minister Kiren Rijiju stressed the need to strengthen judicial infrastructure, especially in lower courts, for accessible and speedy justice during the inauguration of the Guwahati High Court's Itanagar Permanent Bench. He highlighted the Modi government's reforms that removed over 1,500 outdated laws and announced Rs 7,000 crore allocated for e-courts and related infrastructure. Rijiju called on Arunachal lawyers to raise legal awareness, noting exemptions to the Uniform Civil Code for tribal states. Union Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal called new Rs 135.35 crore court complex a temple of justice, marking a key step toward a modernized judicial system. Two wild elephants caused heavy damage to a house in Halowagaon village on Saturday night, leaving the family homeless. The elephants broke down bamboo walls and scattered belongings after roaming the area earlier that day. Human-wildlife conflicts, especially with elephants, have increased in Nagaon district due to shrinking forest habitat loss and crop expansion. The area's rich wildlife habitats, including Kaziranga National Park and Laukawa Sanctuary, bring animals closer to villages. Authorities have set up rapid response teams, solar fences, and patrols, but challenges like compensation delays and habitat encroachment remain. Experts warn urgent steps are needed to protect both people and wildlife in the region. Chief of Army Staff General Upendra Dwivedi called Operation Sindoor a careful game of chess in modern warfare, where India made smart moves despite uncertain responses from Pakistan. Speaking at IIT Madras, he said India gave a clear checkmate to Pakistan. He criticized Pakistan for falsely claiming victory by promoting their army chief. The operation started on May 7, 2025, after the Pahalgam terror attack that killed 26 civilians. It involved precise air and missile strikes on 9 terrorist camps in Pakistan and Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Dwivedi credited political leaders, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, for giving the army full support. Experts say the mission was a clear military and psychological win for India, showing its ability to carry out precise strikes that destroyed terrorist groups.
For the first time, and thereafter next day, of course. Why I'm telling you this? Because it's important that how a small name, Op Sindoor, connects the whole nation. And I was telling director also that when he briefed me on this, he said, okay, we'll have this name Op Sindhu. And I thought it is Op Sindhu. Sindhu is basically Indus River. So I said, excellent, sir. The Indus Water Treaty has just been frozen by you. He said, no, it is Op Sindoor. And just see, this one name has connected the whole nation together. And today people are saying Sindoor to Sindhu, everything we have taken care of. But that is something which galvanized the whole nation as such. And the soldiers per se, because when I went on ground and I told them that, look, any sister, mother, daughter, whenever she applies the vermilion or the Sindoor, she will always remember the soldier. And I think that was the connect. And I think that was the connect which they brought the whole nation together for one cause. And that is the reason I think the whole nation was saying, why have you stopped? I think that's the question which was being asked. But of course, that has been amply answered by So the strategic clarity was in dime. So for the first time, and thereafter next day, of course, why I'm telling you this, because it's important.
Manipur security forces arrested 7 militants from banned groups during search operations over the past 36 hours, seizing weapons, ammunition, communication devices, a vehicle, money, and important documents. The militants were involved in crimes like kidnapping, extortion, and threatening schools, businesses, government workers, transporters, and fuel stations in the valley regions. Police recovered Rs 6,407 mobile phones and a hand grenade, documents, and a two-wheeler from them. Among those arrested were 2 members of the band group Pripak and 4 from the band KCP, caught in different locations across the valley. All arrested individuals and seized items have been handed over to the police for further legal action. On Saturday in Banda, Uttar Pradesh, a woman named Reena jumped into the Ken Canal with her 3 children tied to her after a fight with her husband. The family noticed they were missing and the police started looking for them. They found Reena's bangles and the children's clothes near the canal. The police stopped the water and used nets and divers to find them. At 4 p.m., they found the bodies of Reena and her children still tied together. The bodies were sent for a medical check. The police have taken Reena's husband for questioning and are investigating the case.
जनपद बांदा थाना नरेंद्र क्षेत्र के ग्राम रिसौरा में सुबह ये सूचना मिली कि एक विवाहित महिला अपने 3 बच्चों के साथ गायब है। इस सूचना पर स्थानीय पुलिस द्वारा तत्काल परिजनों के साथ मिलकर उसकी खोजबीन शुरू की गई। गांव के बगल में एक बांदा ब्रांच जो केन कैनाल की है वो मेन नहर बहती है, तो ये उस नहर की पुलिया पर उस महिला का कपड़ा और सामान कुछ देखा गया, तो उसकी संभावना के मद्देनज़र कई महिला नहर में तो नहीं गिर गई है। गोताखोरों को लगा करके और नहर का पानी कम करके नहर में तलाश की गई, तो 5-6 घंटों की मेहनत के बाद वो महिला और 3 बच्चों का डेड बॉडी बरामद हुआ है। महिला और 3 बच्चे जो है कपड़े से एक दूसरे से बंधे हुए हैं और ये ऐसा लगता है कि पति पत्नी के बीच जो विवाद हुआ था रात में जैसा, उसके बाद ये महिला जो है रात में निकली हुई होगी। पति जो अखिलेश है उसको लिया गया है और उससे पूछताछ की जा रही है। इसके महिला के मायके वाले आए हुए हैं, उनसे भी बातचीत की जा रही है और अभी इनको पंचायतनामा पोस्टमार्टम की कार्रवाई के लिए भेजा जा रहा है और यदि कोई भी तहरीर परिजनों के द्वारा दी जा रही है तो उसके आधार पर FIR दर्ज कर उनकी कार्रवाई अग्रिम की जा रही है। जनपद बांदा थाना नरेंद्र क्षेत्र के ग्राम रिसौरा में सुबह ये सूचना मिली कि एक विवाहित महिला अपने 3 बच्चों के साथ गायब है। इस सूचना पर स्थानीय पुलिस द्वारा तत्काल परिजनों के साथ मिलकर उसकी खोजबीन शुरू की गई। गांव के बगल में एक बांदा ब्रांच जो केन कैनाल की है वो मेन नहर बहती है, तो ये उस नहर की पुलिया पर उस महिला का कपड़ा और सामान कुछ देखा गया, तो उसकी संभावना के मद्देनज़र कई महिला नहर में तो नहीं गिर गई है। गोताखोरों को लगा करके और नहर का पानी कम करके नहर में तलाश की गई, तो 5-6 घंटों की मेहनत के बाद वो महिला और 3 बच्चों का डेड बॉडी बरामद हुआ है। महिला और 3 बच्चे जो है कपड़े से एक दूसरे से बंधे हुए हैं और ये ऐसा लग।
On Saturday around 8 p.m., a slab from an under-construction gate at the Mahalakshmi Jagadamba Temple in Koradi, Nagpur collapsed, injuring 17 workers. Officials said 3 of them are in critical condition and have been taken to the hospital. Police, fire brigade teams and local people quickly began rescue operations, and NDRF personnel also joined the efforts. The rescue is being closely monitored by District Collector Vipin Itankar and DCP Niketan Kadam. The cause of the collapse is not yet known and experts will inspect the site soon.
करीब 8-7:30 के करीब जो कास्टिंग का जो काम शुरू था उसमें स्लैब कोलैप्स हुआ है और जो ऊपर काम करने वाले जख्मी हुए लेबर करीब 15-16 जो है वो नीचे गिर गए, ऐसी जानकारी थी। वो तुरंत उनको हॉस्पिटल शिफ्ट करा गया और 15 लोग हॉस्पिटल में एडमिट है। अभी सभी सेफ है ऐसी जानकारी है। कोई हताहत होने की जानकारी अभी तक प्राप्त नहीं है। नीचे भी मलबा हटाया जा रहा है। प्राथमिक वहाँ पर जांच की गई है NDRF के टीम के माध्यम से। वहाँ पर भी कोई व्यक्ति मिला नहीं है। अभी पूरा मलबा हटाए बाद और एक बार जांच की जाएगी, बट अभी फिलहाल कोई कैजुअलिटी नहीं। सभी
5 days after heavy floods submerged half of the Dharali village in Uttarkashi, rescue teams are working hard to find missing people. The National Disaster Response Force and Indian Army have brought cadaver and sniffer dogs to help in this search. Relief materials are being distributed to affected families. Meanwhile, construction of a belly bridge on the Gangotri National Highway is almost finished. This bridge will help restore road connectivity and allow food and supplies to reach those in need. Home Secretary Shailesh Bagauli has ordered daily delivery of diesel and transportation of LPG cylinders to Dharali. Until the roads are fixed, horses and mules will be used to carry essential goods. Teams are also clearing blockages along the highway at several points to speed up movement. More than 1,000 people have been evacuated so far, but rain on Sunday morning slowed helicopter rescue efforts. The State Disaster Response Force is ready to send divers with rafts to support the ongoing search.
जो है हमने पुराना और नया क्लाउड बर्स्ट से पहले का और क्लाउड बर्स्ट के बाद का दोनों का फोटो वीडियो कंपेयर करके देखा है। उसमें जिसमें वो क्लाउड बर्स्ट होकर के उसका फर्स्ट थ्रेट आ रहा था, थ्रेश जो आ रहा था, तो वो वहां पर मूवमेंट कर रहे थे लोग। तो मूवमेंट करते ही जो है यहाँ पर होटल था, इस होटल से वो लोग यहाँ पर दबने की संभावना है। उस संभावना को एसेस करते हुए हम यहाँ पर जो है डिगिंग कर रहे हैं, जो कि सस्पेक्टेड जगह है।
जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि आर्मी पिछले 5 दिनों से यहाँ पे सर्च और रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशंस कंडक्ट करवा रही है। अभी आर्मी एक तो जो हमारे यहाँ पे जो दराली गांव के लोग दब गए हैं उनकी सर्च कर रही है, जैसे कि आप पीछे देख रहे हैं रेडार और मैनुअल डिगिंग के हिसाब से जहां जहां पे हमारा डॉग इंडिकेट कर रहा है, जहां पे पहले होम स्टे थे तो वहां पर अभी ये लोग खोद के उनको ढूंढने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। उसी के साथ साथ जैसे हम आपके पीछे आपको नजर आ रहा है, अभी आर्मी और ग्रेफ मिलके रास्ता खोलने की भी कोशिश कर रही है और यहाँ पे धराली गांव में मेडिकल कैंप लगा रखा है और अभी मोबाइल कनेक्टिविटी नहीं आई, इसीलिए एक सैटेलाइट कम्युनिकेशन की मदद से एक हब सेटअप किया है जहाँ पे सारे सिविलियंस आके अपना कम्युनिकेशन कर सकते हैं और अपने लोगों से बातचीत कर सकते हैं।
अभी सप्लाई सिस्टम लगभग ठीक हो रहा है। जिस प्रकार हेली का मूवमेंट हुआ है, रोड भी थोड़ा बहुत काम कर ही रहा है, तो प्रशासन की तरफ से लगातार सप्लाई की जा रही है। जिन लोगों को ने अपने सब कुछ खो दिया है, घर परिवार सर पे छत भी नहीं बची है, खाना भी नहीं बचा है, प्रशासन उनके लिए किचन का सामान, कपड़े, रात को ठंड पड़ती है तो ओढ़ने के लिए
बना रहे, सभी लोग खा रहे हैं। जितने हम बच रखे हैं जहाँ बताए वो लोग ना सब एक ही जगह खा रहे हैं। जी हाँ,
डॉक्टर वगैरह कोई परेशानी
नहीं, डॉक्टर की
A recent government-backed report by Pakistan's National Commission on the Rights of the Child highlights widespread abuse and discrimination against minority children, especially Christians and Hindus. The report covers cases from April 2023 to December 2024, revealing forced conversion, child marriages, abductions, and bonded labor, with Punjab province being the worst affected. During this period, 27 official complaints involving minority children were recorded, though many cases go unreported due to fear. Minority students also face bullying and are forced to study Islamic content in schools, harming their education. The Commission urges urgent reforms and stronger legal protections, but progress has been slow. The findings challenge Pakistan's claims of religious tolerance and reveal a serious human rights crisis. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the new Vande Bharat Express train connecting Bengaluru and Balagavi on Sunday. During the journey, he interacted with several passengers, including a group of selected school students from Bengaluru. The students, chosen for their achievements in sports, academics, and co-curricular activities, expressed excitement and gratitude after meeting the Prime Minister. Rehan said, "His voice was overwhelming for me. This facility provided by him was great." Mohin Roy shared that PM Modi had asked if he did yoga at home and said it felt great to be motivated by him. Others like Manya and Arya spoke about their sports achievements and praised the PM's calm and gentle demeanor during the conversation. The students described the experience as unforgettable and once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
He was so kind, his voice was overwhelming to me, and this facilities provided by him was great. I thank my principal ma'am and secretary sir to giving me this kind of opportunity.
Prime Minister Modi ji asked me like whether I do yoga at home or not. So yeah, it felt great. I'm happy that he's motivating us to do yoga to become fitter and healthier. So that's how I felt. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
ಅವ್ರು ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ಆಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಯಾವ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ಸೆಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾವು ಅದು ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂತ ಡಿಬೇಟ್ ಕಾಂಪಿಟಿಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಮೈ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅಚೀವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ ಓವರಾಲ್ he is very sweet.
So how was your experience?
Yeah, it was a very great experience. ಭಾಳ ಒಳ್ಳೆ एक्सपीरियंस इतो.
और इन्होंने पूछा कि कुछ क्वेश्चन है तो ये करो, तो मैंने पूछा कि आपके क्या प्लान्स है, आइडियाज़ है हायर स्टडीज़ के लिए फ्यूचर में. तो इनका आंसर था कि ये ज़्यादा मेडिकल इसके लिए ये करेंगे अब जो भी ये करेंगे फ्यूचर में. तो और ये बहुत अच्छा है, बहुत स्वीट से बात किया, सबसे बात किया, सबसे ये किए.
First of all, when Prime Minister sir came, he was very gentle and he talked with everyone. And when he asked me for my introduction, I said my name, class and everything else. I said him that my hobbies were playing taekwondo and I'm also a state level taekwondo player. Then he asked me, from where did you start? From which class did you start? From which institution did you join? Then I said I joined.
On Friday, Union Minister of State for Electronics and IT, Jitin Prasada, told Rajya Sabha that India has strong cyber laws and systems to fight online crimes, including new threats like AI-powered deepfakes. He said deepfakes, fake videos, audios, and texts can harm people's privacy and reputation. India uses laws like the IT Act, Digital Personal Data Protection Act, and Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita to stop such crimes. The government also has rules making digital platforms responsible for removing harmful content and labeling AI-made posts. Agencies like CERT-IN and 14C work to detect threats and help citizens report cybercrime through special portals and helplines. Prasada added that ongoing awareness campaigns educate people about online safety in this digital age. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday launched 3 one-day Bharat Express trains, the Bengaluru-Belagavi route in person and the Katra Amritsar and Nagpur-Pune route virtually. These trains aim to boost regional connectivity, reduce travel time and offer a modern travel experience. The Bengaluru-Belagavi train, Karnataka's 11th Vande Bharat, will cover 611 kilometers in 8.5 hours, saving up to 1 hour 40 minutes. It connects Bengaluru with key cities like Tumakuru, Devangiri, Haveri, Hubeli and Dharwad, benefiting students, professionals, farmers and traders while promoting economic growth across the region. Four astronauts safely returned to Earth on Saturday after spending 5 months at the International Space Station. They landed in a SpaceX capsule that parachuted into the Pacific Ocean near Southern California. The astronauts replaced 2 NASA astronauts who were stuck on the station due to technical issues with Boeing's Starliner capsule. The Starliner problems first forced NASA to send the replacement via SpaceX instead. This was SpaceX's third splashdown in the Pacific Ocean with astronauts on board and the first time NASA astronauts returned there in 50 years. The astronauts are now looking forward to rest, showers and home comforts after their mission. Three Thai soldiers were injured by a landmine while patrolling near the border with Cambodia on Saturday. One soldier lost a foot while the others suffered leg, back, arm and ear injuries. Thailand said the explosion happened on its land and plans to file a complaint against Cambodia for violating treaties banning landmines. Cambodia denied placing new mines, saying the soldiers triggered all mines from past conflicts. The incident follows a recent 5-day border clash in July that killed at least 43 people. Both countries have since agreed to extend the ceasefire and allow Asian observers to monitor the disputed border to prevent further fights. Former India captain Sourav Ganguly said on Sunday that Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli should keep playing ODIs as long as they perform well. Reacting to reports that the upcoming Australia ODI series might be their last, Ganguly said he was unaware of such plans. He praised their phenomenal records in white ball cricket and said performance should decide their careers. India's ODI tour of Australia starts on October 19, followed by home matches against South Africa in December. On the upcoming Asia Cup starting September 9 in Dubai, Ganguly called India favourites, saying the team is strong in white ball cricket. He also praised Test captain Shubman Gill, calling his future promising. Ganguly confirmed he may run again for Cricket Association of Bengal president if members support him.
বিরাট কোহলি এবং রোহিত শর্মা 27 ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপ রয়েছে সামনে, সেটাকে
বলা ডিফিকাল্ট। যে ভালো খেলবে সে খেলবে, যে কেউ ভালো খেললে খেলবে,
কন্টিনিউ করা উচিত,
ভালো খেললে করা উচিত। বিরাট কোহলির ওয়ানডে রেকর্ড তো ইজ ফেনোমেনাল। ইভেন রোহিত শর্মা হোয়াইট বলে বোথ অফ দেম আর ফেনোমেনাল।
কেমন লাগলো আজকে এসে, কেমন লাগছে?
ভালো, খুব ভালো, খুব ভালো।
দাদা সিএবি ইলেকশন আপনি দাঁড়াচ্ছেন প্রেসিডেন্ট পদে, একটু যদি বলেন।
বললাম তো, আর কতবার বলবো?
আমরা ছিলাম
যদি মেম্বাররা চায় দাঁড়াবো।
शुभम गिल दादा अभी अच्छे क्रिकेटर की कतार में, क्या आगे फ्यूचर में उनका कुछ गाइड है?
इंडिया का कैप्टन है वो, फ्यूचर ही फ्यूचर है।
और एशिया कप अभी फिर क्या प्रिपरेशन है इंडिया का, जो कि आने वाले एशिया कप में?
इंडिया तो अभी इंग्लैंड में खेला है, अभी इंग्लैंड में इतने समय तक खेला है। थोड़ा सा ब्रेक अभी होना ज़रूरी है, क्योंकि आईपीएल के बाद सीधा 5 टेस्ट जाके खेला है। तो अभी थोड़ा सा ब्रेक होगा, फिर 9 तारीख से एशिया कप है। एशिया कप है तो इंडिया बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग टीम है। इंडिया जितना वाइट बॉल में स्ट्रॉन्ग है, उससे जितना रेड बॉल में स्ट्रॉन्ग है, उससे ज़्यादा वाइट बॉल में स्ट्रॉन्ग है। तो मेरे
On Saturday, August 9 in Washington, D.C., Armenia and Azerbaijan signed a peace agreement ending decades of fighting over Nagorno-Karabakh. The deal, brokered by the U.S., aims to bring lasting peace and open trade routes. U.S. President Donald Trump praised the agreement as a major success for regional stability. On Sunday, August 10, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar congratulated Armenian Foreign Minister Ararat Mirzoyan for the peace treaty, calling it an important step for diplomacy. Azerbaijan's President Ilham Aliyev assured that the deal would be permanent, and Trump expressed hope for continued global peace following success with India and Pakistan. On Saturday night by 9 p.m. local time, London police arrested 466 people at the protest supporting Palestine Action, a group recently banned as a terror organization by the UK government. The arrest happened at Parliament Square. Police said they will arrest anyone showing support for the group, including people wearing t-shirts or holding signs. Protesters said they were peacefully opposing violence in Gaza and defending free speech. Amnesty International and some politicians criticized the arrest, calling them attacks on freedom of expression. Palestine Action was banned after members damaged military planes used to support Israeli jets in a Gaza conflict. At least 6 Lebanese soldiers died in an explosion while checking in weapons depot in southern Lebanon's Tyre region on Saturday. The army said the soldiers were dismantling weapons in the Wadi Zipkin area when the blast happened. Several others were injured. The Lebanese army is working with UN peacekeepers to remove Hezbollah's military equipment as part of a ceasefire deal with Israel that started in November. This explosion comes after the Lebanese government approved a US-backed plan to disarm Hezbollah, which the group rejects. UN peacekeepers recently found tunnels and weapons in the same area. Lebanese Prime Minister mourned the soldiers and had offered condolences, saying Peacekeepers will continue supporting the army to keep stability. That's all for now. For more news and updates, keep watching Nltv.